y'all. So I'm Jamietta. You can just call me Jamie. And I wanted to come on here and discuss a topic that popped up in my mind. Alright. Now, I'm in the middle of dashing, but nothing has popped up yet. So you might hear it go off. But if that comes about, then I'll pause it. But I wanted to talk about something that came to my mind. And before I get into that topic, I just want to say this is a disclaimer. I'm not bashing nobody. Whatever that person does on their platform, let them do on their platform. I just know what I do on my platform, and we're going to leave it at that. And the topic of discussion is, do you feel like or think that a 9-to-5 is enough in today's economy? Now, I want y'all to think about that. Do you think a 9-to-5 is enough in today's economy, right? And I'm not telling, like I said with this disclaimer, I'm not telling nobody to quit their 9-to-5 unless you have a backup plan. All right, so whatever somebody tells you to do, that's on their platform, but I'm not doing that. I don't do that over here. So I'm not telling you to quit your 9-to-5 unless you have a backup plan. But let's get into this topic of discussion. Do you feel like a 9-to-5 is enough in today's economy? And I'm going to just go ahead and straight out say that I feel like a 9-to-5 is not enough in today's economy. Because if a 9-to-5 was enough in today's economy, I wouldn't be out here door dashing. It's a lot of factors that you got to take into effect when it comes to a 9-to-5 in today's economy. Not everybody is making over $100K a year when it comes to a 9-to-5. You got people out there making $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a year, and that's still not enough for them. You got to think about if you single or you married, and you got married couples out there still struggling. They say the median annual salary to take care of yourself is what, $200,000? That ain't enough, especially if you live in some place like California. And the reason why I say it's enough, we're going to start off with rent/mortgage. It's not enough. You got to think about if you're living someplace here in Georgia, where I'm at. You have to think about if you live in New York, California, maybe Texas, where the cost of living is through the roof. It's not like back in the day when we was growing up and you can go out there and get you like a one-bedroom apartment for about what, $500-$600? You really can't get that today unless you on some type of Section 8. And usually somebody on Section 8, they still might have to pay an extra or, less. Or unless you are in a roach-infested place, if that's your thing, what you like. But it's not enough today. You got single people out there struggling, and that's why they tell a lot of single people to move back home. Save your money. I have a daughter in her early 20s. Why would I kick her out or tell her to go out there and get a place when I know she's not ready for it? She can't afford nothing like that because the cost of living is high. And God forbid you a single parent or you got 4 kids or kids at all. My rent over $2,000 a month. When I previously had a house when I used to live in South Carolina, my mortgage was $1,100 a month. So you see the difference? The cost of living is high. And 2 incomes is always going to be better than 1 income. Especially if you got somebody that's willing to put in the work and do what they're supposed to do. And you not paying all the bills. 2 incomes always going to be better than 1. You got to think about that. And then next will be gas. You got to worry about gas. Over here in Georgia, gas over $3. But if you're in some place like California, gas over $5. Then you got to think about car insurance. Car insurance could be over $300. And you know when young and you just getting your license, they jack up the insurance price. Or if you don't have a car or car insurance, you got to think about transportation such as Ubers or Lyfts or public transportation like catching the bus or the train. That stuff starts to add up. I remember when I visited Chicago and Uber from the airport to go to the hotel was off top $150. $150? Heard of nothing like that. It's expensive as hell out here. You got to think about that. And let's not get on insurance. Insurance is high as hell. You got to think about that. Lord knows if you don't have any insurance, you get sick or need to go to the emergency room. You go to the, just go to the emergency room, you get a bill, you're $1,000. God forbid, I don't have to worry about that because I can go to the VA for free. And then if you do have insurance, most of the time when you work for an employer, they take some money out your check per pay period. So it can be anywhere from $25 on up. Like, it's real out here today. It's real. And then, and then food. Oh my God, food. I remember when you could, maybe I can go to the store and maybe get between 5 and 10 things. And those 5 and 10 things less than $100. Now, depending on where you go, that's over $150. If you go to some place like Trader Joe's, Kroger, or Publix, them stuff costs. And if you a pescatarian like me, it really costs, because all I really do is eat seafood. I don't eat no meat. It is expensive as hell. It's high. So imagine trying to keep up and buy seafood all the time. It starts to add up. Seafood is expensive because I eat fish, crabs, shrimp, and then I eat a lot of the vegan, vegetarian stuff. And that stuff is, to eat healthy is expensive alone. It's expensive. That's why I'm saying, is a 9 to 5 really enough in today's society? Is it really enough? Because you got people out here working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs just to make ends meet. That's why I don't understand how some people can just, jobs without a backup plan. I understand if, toxic and messing with your mental health, but you also got to think about you having a backup plan, and so you can do. Are you going to work harder or are you going to work smarter? Is a 9 to 5 really enough in today's society? And it's for me because I wouldn't be out here door dashing. And then you got to think about you trying to keep up to make ends meet. You got people out here who I've seen on LinkedIn, people put over 500 applications. You luckily alone to put in an application and then they auto reject or you don't hear from nobody. It's hard to get a job out here today. You better be thankful and appreciate the one you do have. Because not everybody does, app, YouTube, and, media or content creation. Not everybody does do that. I don't have a problem with getting on here and talking to y'all because I ain't key. Whether it's good or bad. I ain't key. My skin thick. See, if you go too far, I'll just put you in your place or block you. But like I say, is a 9 to 5 enough in today's economy? So make sure y'all leave it in the comment section and let me know. Is a 9 to 5 enough for you?